Good morning. I'm Keith Castleman for the Cornerstone Church of Christ. This morning I was listening to a podcast from Shane Wood. It's a really great podcast, and he sparked a thought in my mind. It comes from the end of Exodus chapter 2, starting at verse 23, and then leads on into chapter 3. Let me read it for you, and then we'll talk about it. During those many days, the king of Egypt died, and the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. Their cry for rescue from slavery came up to God, and God heard their groaning. And God remembered his covenant with Abraham and Isaac and with Jacob, and saw the people of Israel, and God knew. Chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses was keeping the flock with his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, and he led his flock into the west side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. You know how the rest of this goes. They have the burning bush experience. But as I read this chapter and I thought about this verse this morning, I thought to myself, how many times have I been the shepherd of the flock of my father-in-law instead of the shepherd of my God? You see, Moses had become distracted and was now just acting as a shepherd over sheep, when his real purpose in life, what he was built for, was to lead the people of Egypt out of bondage, out of slavery. And God comes to him and says, hey, I've got a plan for you, I've got a purpose for you, and I want you to set my people free. I think to myself, how often have I forgot my purpose? I could have a job, and jobs are great, don't get me wrong. Providing for your family is very important. Being productive in society, extremely important. But let's not forget why we're here. We're here to bring people to Christ so he can set them free, so he can release them from the bondage that Satan has put them in. The bondage of addictions, the bondage of all the sins that are out there that weigh people down, the groaning of guilt and sorrow and pain. Our purpose, your purpose, my purpose, is to set people free, to share Christ with them in a way that they can see that Christ came to give them life and give it to them full. So this morning, I just wanted to ask you, have you been attending the flock of your father-in-law, or have you been attending the flock of the Father? Just things to think about. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying safe. Have a great day.